Alright, and it's going to be one of those bog standard tutorials with smokes, mollies, flashes. It's just the stuff you should know if you want to play cash in any way tactically, just bog standard. Not too advanced, but the stuff you should know if you ever want to play cash in a tactical manner. We'll start off with A site. Whenever you're going out of A main, you want to be smoking off cross. A lot of people always aim in the middle here, in the run and the throw. And it tends to leave a gap. A lot of the times. See? A lot of the times as well, when I ever do this, the people who play with will do even worse. It will go even further back and leave an even bigger gap. So, simple way to do it is, yeah, when you ever line up, just aim at the dot, aim to the left. That's it. That's all you have to do. It doesn't leave a gap then. You ever flash your teammates out of A main, you don't just loop a flash out. It's crap. You're gonna pop flash out. So it's middle of this door, left and right click, this bracket, let go. Pop flash, you're out. You ever want to molly, quad, and MBK, you don't just move out and just with a nade in your hand and start and think, oh, I'm going to throw a molly. The guy with an AWP will be there and will smash you, or a guy with a rifle even, and you still got a nade in your hand, so you're still going to get wrecked. So the way to do it is edge of this door, left and right click, top left corner of A main entrance, aim to the right a bit, so obviously the flash goes out, let go. AWP here is blind, AWP here is blind, and then obviously you can throw your mollies too here, just. Right, when you do your mollies as well, see where that landed, make sure your molly, especially for quad, lands far back. You're meant to cover this bit. It's meant to push him out of here. Because if it doesn't land far enough back, and it lands here, you can just sit here like this. So your teammates are all going to push out, and they're going to think MBK's clear, and quad's clear, and they're just going to rush out this out, and they're looking left. Which means this guy here is going to be like, oh look, shoot him in the back of the head, or shoot him in the planting, that sort of thing. So make sure you throw him deep. Other smokes for A. Left side of this white line, this antenna, same distance as this antenna above the antenna, and then a bit to the right, as you can see with my massive crosshair. Throw. You go a bit to the right, because if you don't look, it'll leave a. This hasn't got a gap in it at the minute, but if you don't, it will leave a gap. That's why you go a tiny bit to the right. You ever want to smoke off heaven, or cat, should I say, in A site? It's this corner here. Not this one. Not this one. This one. Same antenna. Aim at the tip of it. Bit to the left. Throw. Bounce off this wall. There you go. Simply done. If you want to come towards Squeak, you don't have to play it. You've got loads of these squares. Line up with the edge of this square. You see the upside down T. Throw off that. Open the door. And out you go. That's if you want to do it that way. If you want to smoke off car, or should I say crossover, when you're at Squeak, you don't want to be pushing out here and throwing a smoke, because they're going to fucking wreck you from heaven, toxic, from fork. So you're back in this corner. You aim this black line, just to the right a bit, run and throw. The reason why you aim to the right of the black line that you get the end of is because if you do it on the tip, that happens. Okay? Right. Now mid. You ever want to smoke off connector from T-spawn? You got 1, 2, 3 zebra crossings. When you get to the end of the zebra crossing, you jump throw. So you aim, see this plus sign? Just aim at the top of the plus, smoke out, get to the end of the zebra crossing, run, jump, throw. you ever want to smoke off sugar cube or white box, whatever you call it. Same lineup, get to the end of the third zebra crossing, jump throw, but this time you aim at the A and the top of the roof, so. Which means they can't get on top of there in the CO. See? Then you can move out that way if you want. Or you can do crossover smokes. Again, back to the wall, go left until you stop. White line, when it meets the girder. Throw. Right side, back to the wall, go right until you stop. White T. Middle, throw. Then you've got your crossover smokes. Simply done. If you ever go in B, if you're just doing a straight off rush and you just want to like all rush it straight away, the first guy, right? You aim in the middle of this door, but you aim up here, because that's where you're bouncing off, and then you throw before you cross past this wall. Okay, so it's like this. I throw the flashbang. Gets this guy. If this guy's open, he's blind. If this guy's open, he's blind. And then you can run in, do whatever. If you want to smoke off the entrance to B, it's where light meets dark and this wall. So this wall, line up for those. Height of this, but obviously you don't want to hit the wall when you throw the smoke, so you just go to the right a bit, and then you run until you meet the dark brown bit. That means you can play slow. You can go take checkers control if you like. Obviously, if you're doing strats on B, you can't just break the glass at B when you're doing a strat, because then it's like a big giveaway that you're doing it. Whenever you break the glass, that means you're going B, that means the CT's rotate. So you want to break it every time. But sometimes you might not want to cross over, because you might, might be scared of the orb, or, you just don't want to do that. So you back yourself into this corner, you see this bracket, aim up to the white bit, just a bit to the right, and it breaks the glass. You do that every time, that way they're never going to know if you're coming B from you breaking the glass. If you want to play slower as well, pop flash again for a B entrance is back against this wall, left right click, this brown oblong, just aim here-ish, let go. Has the same effect. When you get into if you want to do a setup on B, and you're in some room, you want to do mollies and what have you, this is the setup that you do. You have someone up here, you look at the middle dot, middle brown dot, aim just above it, not way above it, just above it, throw. And from the same position you can do your headshot molly. So this brown line with this brown line, throw. Then obviously it'll push this guy out, and then your other teammate, because there'll be two of you in here, you'll do backside molly, which is this grey line, to the top of the roof, where they meet, throw. Excuse me. And then he'll also do a pop flash. This light, this line, all the way up till you meet the dark grey bit, don't go above it, throw. Now pop flash, that'll get people in heaven. It'll get guys in CT main to be. And also, it won't get people at headshot, but when you do the mollies, you push him out, and then the flash will get him as he's pushing out, or as he's going this way, whichever. Okay. So that means you do your setup. It's smoke, molly, molly, flash. Easy as. Right. If you want to do running in doing smokes, so you've done, say you've done the fast version where you do your flash, and then you come round, there's no one there. It's this oblong, but above it. Don't know what the hell they are, so I'm just calling them an oblong. And then it's just above it, and then throw. smoke. If you want to do heaven, it's to the left of the oblong. You got to crouch and you got to move, and you got to throw. So it's like this. Okay, those are the two smokes. If you're doing them on the run or whatever you want, box standard. Right, CT side. A. If you're doing A main smoke, this tire, just put into the middle of it, top of the sickle, tip off, and just throw. Easy, yeah, easy as. If you ever want to flash your teammate into a main, you don't want to do some shitty loopy flash that takes ages to go off that terrorists can turn around from. You want to do a pop flash. So say your teammate's here, waiting for the flash. You put your back against this wall. Anywhere across the top of this red crate will get you a pop flash. Go. Pop flash in, obviously, so you just turn around, in, you go, shoot, you're all blind. You ever want to smoke off A main, and you don't know how to do it via the run, because you might run, it might be some shitty crap stuff. I mean, I can do it, but, you know, you might just lob it too deep, not confident enough. Back into this corner, whatever the hell this is, to the edge of it, down into the bottom of the pipe, and just throw. You get that. Right, mid. Amount of times people come out mid and be like, I'll smoke mid. You know, alright, and off we go, smoking. Oh no, it went too deep. How did that happen? It's like, yeah, well done. Simple enough fix. When you run, you aim at the bottom of this. That's it. Run out, pull. Also, it's good to have a bit of smoke on this side, so that you can be covered from people going up boost, or if they pop flash out, instead of you just being stood out here in the open, you can just walk into the smoke or straight through the smoke, so that you'd be blind, you know, unblind by the time you get through it, and you could be behind them. It's always useful. If you want a molly boost, you jam yourself in this corner, aim at the this top of this board here, and just jump throw. That's good for 128 or 64 tick, works on both. Or if you don't want to do that, or if you haven't got a jump throw, which by the way, if you haven't got one, get one for God's sake. You put yourself up against these sandbags. It's the second balcony down. 1, 2, just throw. Okay. If you ever want to smoke off mid again, and you're on the run, and again you're fucking it up because you don't know what the fuck you're doing, then simple enough fix again. Back against the wall. You see this line? Top of a sugar cube, white box, whatever. Doesn't matter where you are, as long as your back's against the wall and you're not in the open. Then just throw. And it'll still leave enough smoke coming out that you can hide behind it, walk into it in case you get flashed. That's mid. If you're playing B, amount of times again, see people run in like, I'm smoking off B. Look at that. It's like, oh really, are you? Well, what's that meant to cover then? Yeah? Again, easily fixed. You're an up, jam yourself in the corner here. This line, where they meet, throw. Done. You sometimes get a terrorist run up to here, but that's one of the things that you always expect. So it's just, if you are in checkers, you can just move out and just pre-aim in that. It's the only problem you'll ever have. It's not a tough lineup either. It's not something you have to stand still for like 10 minutes lining up. You're simply running up, pulling your nade. Done. If you ever find yourself in checkers and you want to peek out, you want to peek out here, but you don't want to be no peek out. There's someone there, someone there, someone there, someone there. You don't want to get wrecked. And maybe you haven't got a teammate there, or he hasn't got a flash, or for whatever reason. You just put yourself up against this edge here, the edge of the door. Not so far back that you can be seen, and not so far forward that you're like here. You know, just there. And then it's 1, 2, 3 lines across, and then just throw. And then they will all be blind. And then you can have a little shot, fall back, throw another flash. They're blind again. Off you go. If you find yourself in trying to hold the site as CT, or maybe you're a terrorist and the CTs are trying to retake the site after you plant the bomb. A lot of people always go on about using these. Like, yeah, it's, you know, when they're off, you see, they're alright. Goes off down there. You can push out. That means CTs that are pushing and looking, they've got to turn around or they're going to get blind. But you don't have to do any of that. Just do that. Same effect. Exact same effect. And then push out after a second. Don't push out straight away. Easy enough. You can even do it off there. Nothing hard. Right, there you go. Learn them, do them. You'll actually be half decent tactically instead of running around like a lameless chicken. You're welcome.